Welcome to a brand new video this week. My name is EJ and this is Anchor Overland. If you are one of my subscribers, I want to say welcome back. And if you are a new viewer, welcome to the channel. Please consider dropping a sub and a like because it'll help me out greatly. So for this week's video, I am in Otay Mountain. So Otay or Otai, depending on how you pronounce it. I pronounce it Otay, but I put it both ways. Is a beautiful mountain trail that straddles the U.S.-Mexico border in Southern California. Now, the trail is about 60 miles from San Diego, at least from where I live. And it is a beautiful and scenic trail. Now, this trail is actually pretty special to me, as this is the first trail I ever went on when I got my Jeep. So that would have been February of 2020. The very first week of me owning my Jeep in stock form, I brought it here. And what does that mean? That means that this trail is obviously stock capable. This trail is rated easy to moderate. Really just depends on the offshoots you take. Now with this trail, you can either stay on the main trail that goes up from the starting point, which is located at South Bay Gun and Rod. Or you can do an offshoot that brings you everywhere else. But if you stay on the main trail, it goes all the way up the mountain to a place called Doghouse Junction. And then from there, there's two routes down. However, make sure you verify if the other exits or entrances are open, as they are typically closed depending on the time of the year. The one entrance that I have always found is open is the one at South Bay Gun and Rod. So that is the way that I came up. So in this video, I am just going to be going through some of these trails and exploring and showing you what this beautiful place has to offer. So sit back and enjoy the trail. Now, because of this trail's close proximity to the U.S.-Mexico border, don't be surprised if you see some Border Patrol helicopters and possibly even run into some Border Patrol on ATVs and in Jeeps. So I've been up here probably close to half a dozen times, and at least half of those occasions I have actually been stopped by a Border Patrol Jeep on the trail, just to check to make sure, you know, I wasn't up to anything nefarious or, you know, transporting any migrants across the border. if that does happen, like I said, just be polite, be courteous, and understand they're just doing their job. All right, so all of the main trail, so the main Otay mountain truck trail is graded, really tightly packed. So if you are not going to do any of the offshoots and you just want to drive up this amazing mountain shelf road, then you don't have to air down. And honestly, you will probably never have to see four-wheel drive. It is just a beautiful scenic trail, especially right now in early April, because all of the flowers are just blooming. So you have a bunch of these wild purple and yellow flowers that are really, really common to find in Southern California, especially in like the deserty and mountainous areas. It's all natural flowers, natural plants. The invasive species that this country is plagued with haven't really reached this part of the country yet. Hopefully they never will. But with people coming and going, you know, tracking seeds on their vehicles and also birds and wildlife, it is only a matter of time until a lot of these invasive plants come into these remote areas. But I can happily say that as of right now, April of 2024, you will not find any of those species, at least not, you know, on the main trail. Who knows what's off in the valleys and whatnot. But yeah, like, I highly recommend it. Bring your kids out here, bring your spouse, bring your friends up here, have a nice picnic, or just come up by yourself and clear your mind. I can't tell you the amount of times I have just gone on a trail, whether it's just 5 minutes from home or, you know, whatnot, just to clear my head, just to decompress over, you know, whatever BS came up at work, or just whatever kind of week I had. It's the best therapy you can have, and the only thing that's going to cost you is some gasoline or some diesel, in my case, and a few hours of your day. In my opinion, that's a lot cheaper and a lot more sustainable than a few $100s to a shrink every single week. All right, guys, well, I have made it to Doghouse Junction. I'm not sure why it's called the Doghouse Junction. I will do some research and try to find that out. And if I figure out why it's called Doghouse Junction, I will let you know. Now, if you're taking this trail up and you're not using a GPS map, which you should be using a map if you're driving off-road in general, you know you found it when you get to this huge cell tower. So most of these roads are all made to service these power lines and cell towers. You can see all along this ridge, you've got these cell towers and you have these power lines that go to various places to give power to some of these remote communities that live along in this area of Campo, Julian, Ramona, all of these areas. Now, once you get to Doghouse Junction, there is a total of 3 paths you can go. You can go the way we came up and the way that we will be going down. You have another trail right here. This leads to a campground. It's an RV campground called Pico something. I'll put the name down at the bottom of the screen. Now, there is a gate at that campground. However, 9 out of the 10 times I've been up here, that gate has been closed and locked. The Border Patrol likes to keep that gate locked just to control how many ways there are off and on this mountain, as well as the BLM, Bureau of Land Management. Now, you can also go this way, which you see this trail right there. And that will lead to a federal prison just at the border, essentially. You can see the border fence from that prison. Now, that gate is also usually closed. However, there is a bypass that the Border Patrol made to be able to access this land. Now, technically, that entrance is on private property. So enter and exit at your own risk. The Border Patrol is a federal agency, so they took it upon themselves to make that alternate way around that locked gate. Now, I will not be going either direction. I'll be heading back down the way I came up, just for the sake of time. However, because this is my backyard and I come up here so often, I will film a future video of me going down that way to the RV park and then coming back up because, like I said, the gate's going to be locked. However, there are some beautiful views, Shelf Road views, just like we had coming up the way I came up from South Bay Gun and Rod, which is pretty much the only legal, accessible way to enter this area. But yeah, beautiful offshoots, beautiful views. Because like I said, because of time, I am not going to go down that way and come back up. It's about 10-15 miles, and it'll take about an hour to get down and back up, just because of how slow you have to go because of the turns and whatnot. But I'm not upset. I mean, this is probably one of the most beautiful places you can be, just because of the views and the weather and all the wildlife you can hear running around. Right now there's some, I'm assuming they're crickets, cricketing, I guess you can call it, that noise they make. But yeah, I am gonna put my drone up and get some amazing cinematic views of this little valley and of this surrounding area, and then I'm gonna head back down the mountain. Alrighty guys, I have made it off the trail. I am about to air up my tires and then head back down to San Diego. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed some of the views. And if you guys did, and you guys haven't done so already, please hit the like. If you are watching this and you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I just hit 103 subscribers, and I am so grateful to the 103 people who have decided to stick around and subscribe and, you know, see what the videos that I have to put out. My goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers by hopefully the end of this year. That's not a huge goal. It's only 900 more, and it's 8 months to get 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, like I said, if you're not liked or subscribed, please consider subscribing and liking this video. Until next time, this has been Anchor Overland. Enjoy your next adventure.
Never was the last word that I heard you say before you hung up the phone. Silence, never thought that it would go this way with you wanting me gone. I don't believe it, no. Just last week you called me your babe, now you're letting go. The way you're talking is driving me insane. Hello,